Hello and welcome to Total IELTS. Peter here, and in today's video I'll be looking at some mistakes you should avoid making in IELTS Writing Task 2. Let's get straight into it with a mistake that's made even before students start to write, and that's not making a plan. This is an essential step. Planning will enable you to manage your time effectively, and you do have a lot of time. Organize your ideas, keep you on topic, and enable you to address all parts of the task. Follow the plan pictured here, and you can learn more in the description below. So after you've taken time to analyze the question, next write the introduction. Even though the introduction is arguably the easiest section to write, a lot of mistakes are made here. The first one is a general discussion of the topic, or including what's called the academic hook. This is ignored by examiners, and a lot of them actually penalize it for irrelevance in task response. Next, paraphrase the statement, but don't copy parts or whole sentences from the statement. This will be deducted from your word count. And the next mistake is not including a thesis statement. And this should be included with a clear position for the opinion questions and a statement about what you're going to do in your essay. Another mistake made in the intro for opinion questions is not stating a clear and relevant position. When stating your position, for example, the agree or disagree task, a clear position is 100% agree or disagree, or go for a 50-50. That's equally agree and disagree. Saying that you partially or somewhat agree or disagree is not clear and indeed is more difficult to write. Let's move on to the body paragraphs, and one of the mistakes students make here is trying to include too many main ideas. When planning, students brainstorm a lot of ideas and then try to list them in the body paragraphs. The problem with this is that this list of ideas tends not to be fully developed with supporting details. One and a maximum of two main ideas are enough to include in each body paragraph, and make sure these are fully developed with supporting ideas. Another mistake here is overgeneralizing. This is a general discussion of the topic and the main ideas are not supported. When expressing your main ideas in the body paragraphs, simply follow the instructions, which are the same for every task too, and that's give reasons for your answers and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. The key words here are relevant examples, knowledge, or experience of the topic. Another mistake, and a costly one in terms of your score in task response, is not fully addressing the task. In other words, not answering the question. For example, the task discuss both points of view and give your own opinion requires you to do just that. But if you only discuss both views, then you could get a band score of 5 in task response because the main parts of the prompt are incompletely addressed. As for the conclusion, the main mistake is trying to introduce new information that's giving more main ideas on the topic which belong in the body paragraphs. In the conclusion, only briefly summarize your main ideas. A mistake usually made by students who've already achieved a high writing band score, such as band 7, is writing too much. Remember that it's quality, not quantity, that impresses examiners. The key word to remember is concise. Keep it concise. And the dictionary definition of that is short and clear, expressing what needs to be said without unnecessary words. And the last mistake is not checking your answer. Always leave 5 minutes after you've finished to check for grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and punctuation mistakes. But never try to rewrite your main ideas in the body paragraphs.